Next up, we got love, which is probably the most important of all the conditional words. And it is the word that we've screwed up the most, or fudged the most. Throughout my life, I've heard it said constantly, all throughout my life. This notion of loving too much, loving to a detrimental extent. This comes up with the devouring mother is an example. That people will say that the mother is loving, to an extent that it becomes detrimental to the son, which doesn't make any sense. That's not the way that love works. You can't love detrimentally. The more you love, the purer, the better you're loving. It's it only goes better. It only goes more powerful and more pure. You're only getting closer to that love. You can't create a problem because you loved. That's not the way that it works. Once those situations happen, it reveals instead that you are not loving. That's the difference. Is that in the end, a factor or a whatever reveals to you how your love was not love to begin with. Take a girlfriend or a boyfriend and their girlfriend or boyfriend. Society will look at a stalkerish boyfriend or girlfriend and say that they love their girlfriend or boyfriend so much that it's leading them to this stalkerish behavior or this controlling behavior or this distrusting behavior or whatever. That can't happen. That's revealing that it is in fact not love, that it is infatuation and selfish whatever. They're trying to find security in that person. They're trying to find meaning in that person, or worth, or entertainment, or camaraderie, or just some different things. So to take those things that they thought were love, or these selfish desires, basically, and then they'll package them in this wrapping of love. And that allows them to get away with not having to be selfless, not having to be vulnerable and intimate and sacrifice time and all this stuff to build relationship, which is actually building love. It's actually happening at that point. But love requires a eros, the eros type of love, at least. This is a bit of a confusing topic when you bring in like the 4 types of love, which are a little bit fluid, in my opinion. But with those, it still remains true in each type of those. So with this, our society is largely to blame for this, because there is a lot of money in love. In maybe not, but in the supposed expressions of love, or the yeah, I guess those lesser things that I was talking about, um, that the controlling or stalkerish whatever girlfriend or boyfriend feels, those things have taken the place of love, or businesses to some extent have worked to muddy the waters so that those things are love, because those things are much easier to monetize. You can really monetize the crap out of some shallow or non-relational stuff. This product will fix your will fix your problem in your relationship. This product will take care of expressing love to them, so you don't really have to. You can just buy this thing. All of these things are adding to the problem, adding to our confusion. Um, this can be a problem with capitalism. Is you have uh, an incentive to not abide by this. What would the word be? Like more of a lofty mode of operation, or like it's a level of precision that you're holding yourself to. And if you hold yourself to a level of precision, then you can't utilize the less precise. And there's a lot of money in the less precise. So, yeah, it's just a danger of capitalism. Um, Not that I'm some whatever. You just need to be able to see, why is this happening? What led to this? And a part of that is in our materialistic, modern society, is the monetization of virtues and different things, that leads to the corruption of them, or the muddying of them, the loss of the precise, the precision, and the pureness. Um, so this may be semantics, and this whole series is, to some extent, semantics. And I'm sure a group of people see these and just don't even click or get fed up with it right away. But there's a point to this, because this stuff does have an effect on our society. It's not just some semantics that don't matter, or could go any way without an effect. This stuff is our words and the meaning of these words. That's how we perceive things, especially when you look at generations moving forward. If you decide as a generation to be imprecise in how you define words, and then you enforce that imprecision, going forward, those generations after you are not going to have a way. They're going to have a much harder time getting back to that precision that you decided to withhold from them for whatever reason you decided to. And so, this is what happens. You get into a society where the bachelor and bachelorette is supposedly about love, and that's how you find love. Like, that's the kind of thing that bugs me about all of this. You get into a society where charity, where self-sacrifice is giving money to Big Daddy government so that Uncle Sam can help people, so I don't have to. So I don't physically have to. And I can say, oh, well, I gave him money, so I basically did it. No, you didn't do jack shit. That's not love. That's that's expediting the process and having someone else love for you. That's not actually love. You can't love that way. And I guess I will just read something to wrap this up, to try to give some precision and some yeah. We've come to a place where love is very, because of the way society works and the way that we've decided to define things and whatnot. Love has been rendered very confusing or rubbish, or it's just kind of not a big deal, not important, not something that someone can not easily seek, but it's just been so muddied that people, rightfully so, are like, nah, I'm not gonna get involved in that, or I'm not gonna touch that one. And so they'll be able to naturally operate in love, um, by not operating the way that the society is saying to is love and is saying to operate. But they also will not reach the fullness. So they'll bypass a lot of the BS from the society and the imprecision from it. But they also will not be able to reach the fullness of this love because they're stuck at a basic level of it, unwilling, and somewhat wisely so, unwilling to take it any further than a foundational level because of all of this. Everyone who has taken it further than a foundational level has taken it in the wrong direction. And so there is a wisdom and a virtue to seeing that is the wrong direction and being like, nope, I'm just going to stay at this foundational level. That's awesome. But we can go further and into the fullness of it. And we need to. So we need to know what love is and what it means to love someone. So, it's a little bit cliche, but bear with me. Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous. Love does not brag. It is not arrogant. It does not act disgracefully. It does not seek its own benefit. It is not provoked. Does not keep an account of a wrong suffered. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It keeps every confidence. It believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. It's big. It's radical. It's huge. Don't miss it. Don't tarnish it down into this little, simple, insignificant thing when it is the most profound thing that we have to work with, to operate inside of, to utilize, to take part in, to take joy in. Yeah. Make sure that your love is actually love. Because we need it more now than ever. Aloha and much love.